Welcome to the Centennial dedication of the Upton Monument. My name is Doug Doctor, and I'm the chairman of the Joint Veterans Council of Genesee County. At our last council meeting just 6 weeks ago, in June, it was brought to my attention that the 100th anniversary of the original Upton Monument dedication was coming up and that no one, to our knowledge, had planned anything. Our members decided that us, the Joint Veterans Council, representing the Genesee County veterans, would undertake this event. I now would like to pass this over to Jim Niter of Glenn S. Loomis Post 332 of the American Legion to say a few words.
Good morning. I hope everyone can hear me. I'll do this in my best teacher voice. The Upton Monument that we, the residents of Genesee County, are all so familiar with was erected in 1918 to commemorate the end of the Civil War a little over 50 years previously. Work was completed on it late in that year, so it was decided to have the dedication the following summer rather than in the dead of winter. Probably a wise choice. Originally, the monument was called Soldiers and Sailors Monument, a name used literally by thousands of similar monuments erected in the late 1800s and early 1900s honoring Civil War veterans. However, almost immediately it was referred to as the Upton Monument, after Genesee County's most famous Civil War veteran. There's little factual information to indicate that the Civil War soldier depicted here is that of General Upton. It is more probably that of a more generic piece of statuary depicting no particular individual. Either way, for the last 100 years, it has been referred to by multiple generations as the Upton Monument, and so it shall be for generations to come. This monument, dedicated to those who fought in the Civil War, was expanded to the recently concluded World War I, which, if those of you that weren't around can't remember, was in November of 1918. This is indicated by the bronze plaques on the north and south sides of the monument, listing the battles of both wars in which the sons and daughters of Genesee County took part. Later World War II, Korea, and Vietnam were added to the bronze plaque on the east side. The monument grew in its meaning to honor all veterans of Genesee County. Honors to veterans have been rendered here on Memorial Day and on Veterans Day for decades. The Upton Monument is today much more than a war memorial or a veterans monument. Today it is the very historic cornerstone of Genesee County. Who here has not given directions to someone from out of town that include the line, go down Main Street to the Upton Monument and bear right? It represents the heart of our county. It is here so that no future generations of Genesee County residents forgets the sacrifice of those who came before them, that their call to duty shall always be remembered. Whether this is the actual Emory Upton or not is of no real consequence. It does represent the spirit of Upton and those that served this country for over 150 years. This is what should be taken away by today's ceremonies.
Next, I would like to introduce to you Elijah Monroe of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, and he would like to also say a few words to you. Elijah?
Morning. My name's Elijah. I'm a member of the Sons of the Union Veterans, the Abraham Lincoln Camp in Rochester. It's Camp 6. My understanding, these Sons of the Union Veterans were the ones that assisted in raising funds for this monument in 1918, so I'm kind of honored to be representing that organization at this monument. We got our start after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln in 1865. There was a group called the Mullets, which was the Civil War veterans. The officers escorted Lincoln's body back to Springfield. That organization still exists. It's a veterans organization of officers from the Civil War. Right after that, the Sons of the Veterans Reserve was formed, which was a uniformed honor guard representing Civil War veterans at events. And so the uniform of the Civil War veteran can be worn by people of the Sons of the Union veterans because they were part of that Sons of the Veterans Reserve. So when this monument was established, our Civil War veterans were in their 70s, so the work of the Sons assisting in the funding of this monument was kind of crucial, because when you get to be 70, you don't have much strength for fundraising. So this Sons of the Union veterans, during the World War II, these guys were in their 90s. They realized that their organization was passing away, so they decided to have deeds of conveyance to turn all their property over to the Sons of the Union veterans. And at the death of the last Civil War veteran, that the Sons of the Union veterans became the legal heir of all the property of the GAR, the Grand Army of the Republic, the Civil War veterans. A lot of the posts were given to the VFWs and American Legions as they were starting to age out, and they wanted to donate to other veterans organizations. So you'll find some VFWs and American Legions that have the GAR above their door because they were given to them. But the deeds of conveyance came into effect in August of 1956, when the last Civil War veteran, a New Yorker by the name of Albert Wilson, he passed away. So if you go down to Gettysburg, they have a little monument to him. So that's all I pretty much have to say. I just want to keep it brief. So
thank you, Elijah. We now would like to officially commemorate the rededication of the Upton Monument, marking its centennial with a rifle salute on this day, the 3rd day of August, 2019. Thank you for all attending, and a special thanks to Jim Niter of the American Legion Post 332 and Dave Dumahowski, commander of the Legion Post 332, for all their help in planning this event. Also to Elijah Monroe of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, and also to the Joint Veterans Honor Guard for their rifle salute and providing the colors. This now ends our ceremony. Thank you for being here.